Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 76 of This Week at Shrouded. I'm your host, AGreener, and joining me today are the one and only Mister Wrecked and the ever Sussbebo. We've got a jam-packed episode for you, filled with all the latest and greatest from the world of Destiny. Tonight, we're going to be deep diving into the exotic mission, Encore, breaking down the Sword Logic event that's coming up soon, what that means for your Guardian. Plus, we got some updates on last year's Bungie Foundation Maui fundraiser that Bungie shared with us, which is really cool. I haven't actually looked at the numbers yet, so I'm excited to see what they were. Watch it be terrible. I'd be sad. Anyway, and just some updates on Crucible and private match. Oh, sorry. We got some information on upcoming changes to private matches that have got the internet split once again. Can you imagine?
It's not upcoming changes. Its changes have been in place since final.
Oh, yeah. You're right. They're already in place. You're right. They're not upcoming. They're already there. And the much anticipated, I don't know if it's anticipated because people seem mad about this too, but the Pathfinder adjustments coming up in episode 2. But before we get into all that, let's announce this week's lucky silver winners. A big congratulations goes to dredayeverydayday and slothgsr. You've won yourself 2,300 silver each. Reach out to AGreener, that's me, in Discord, and I will get you set up with some silver. Congratulations. Then I wrote in my script to pause for applause. I didn't actually. I just thought that'd be funny, but nobody laughed. You guys suck. All right, let's dive right in. So that made me sad.
That was great.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, what was the first thing I said we were going to talk about? I totally forgot.
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
What do you want to talk about? There's an exotic mission. There's PvP changes. There's the TWID. There's a little Destiny controversy that was finally announced this week.
Okay, well, let's talk about what we were talking about. That I said, let's talk about the new exotic mission. And the reason for that is I did put a call out on Twitter for questions. I didn't expect anybody to answer. And somebody at feelsgoodbot. Oh, is it a bot? Anyway, what did you think of the new Encore mission? So that was perfect. It's a perfect time to talk about it. And yeah, we can go with that. Sussbebo, our friend here, has done it. So has Mister Wrecked. So why don't you guys let me know what you think about Encore, and just Encore. We'll talk about the gun afterwards. And yeah, how's the mission?
Wrecked, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Bungie came out and said, we have put together our most, what is the word they actually used?
Largest, I guess.
The largest exotic mission they've ever put together. Yep, and that's true. You know why it's large? Because there's 47 minutes of traversal in the entire thing. Yeah, it's large. It covers a large area with a lot of unnecessary running around to get to encounters. It was interesting to play through the first time. However, by the time I got to the boss room, the final boss room, I was thinking to myself, man, this is a familiar feeling. What does this feel like? And then I realized it. This is just like playing fucking Ghost of the Deep. Like, why am I in here this long to do this shit? Even if you run that mission like efficiently, you're gonna be in there for a grip a time, dude. It is too long. And the puzzles, like the first time, I guess they're okay. It's ferrying a buff from one station to another in the right order, so you open doors and can access things. But subsequent weeks of doing this to get all of the perks unlocked on the gun is going to be a drag. I already don't want to do it. So there you go.
Okay. So
and it's plagued with multiple. There are like 4 different ways to soft lock the entire mission. not able to progress, no checkpoint, just start over. And 3 of them are in the boss room.
Okay. So I'm gonna say real quick the way to not get soft locked at the beginning when you're doing the red wall stuff, because there's a way to not. So when in the room before that, right, where you're doing all the access stuff, that you're like reading out the confluxes. So before removing the green buff and removing the floor, you have to wait for the light of the conflux to fully disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do that, you can take it out and move on to the next. So when you're running back, after going in the room and the red wall is chasing you, if you see the conflux and it asks you like for access, then you're pretty much fucked. But you're not supposed to see that because you're supposed to let it disappear and not remove the buff early. That's how you don't get soft lock. But other than that, I think I like the mission. I enjoyed it, but I think this is like a third of the mission. I think there's 2 more weeks of this mission and it's completely different. So I was doing my Titan. I was catching him up so I could do the mission on my Titan. And I realized at the end of Act 2, you're in the room in the middle with the 3 portals that take you to Saint's Grave. Yep. So when that's done, you walk through one of the entry and I don't know, whatever, one of the doors, right? You go upstairs and then that's where you start the exotic mission, right? So when you start the exotic mission, if you try to go back down those stairs, it says turn back, right? So there's a point that when you're doing the exotic catalyst run, like you're doing the second secret chest or whatever, that you get sent back to the beginning area, right, to shoot the circles. So when I was there, I was like, I kind of want to see like if I could go back down to where Saint's grave was, because it was literally down the stairs. So you can, if you do that, if you're on that secret chest and you get sent back through that portal, there's no turn back anymore. And you go down the stairs and you go into that big ass room, like, and there's a bunch of shit there. So that's like still part of, I'm thinking that's going to be part of the upcoming missions. So like, I think we just genuinely have no idea what else like is in here. You know what I mean? Like, I think we haven't fully seen the scope of what Bungie has done with the mission.
Oh, great. I hope it takes longer.
Yeah. I mean,
holy moly. Okay. All right. So there you have it. You have our opinions on the mission. Rec thinks it's too long. I think Bebo thinks it's all right and it's fun and is excited to see if it grows in the coming weeks.
Jesus, always excited to see if it grows. Always.
Yeah. All right. So the next question we had on Twitter was, I heard the new exotic rifle is. Oh, this is from @Juggernaut51. I've heard the new exotic auto rifle is supposed to be pretty good right now. I'd like to hear some more on that.
It's currently broken.
It is broken.
It has two interactions that are unintended. One is when you give yourself triple reserves mods, it takes the ammunition reserves up to 400, and it's not supposed to crack 250 total with triple reserves mod. DMG said on Twitter today that it's supposed to be around 200, in the neighborhood of 200 with triple reserves mods. And it's got a massive damage scaler glitch with Divinity. So
Divinity's back, baby.
I haven't tried it with Div, but we were doing the Grasp of Avarice boss on Master to farm Artifice. All three of us just using that. It's an easy 2-phase without div. So like I was gonna try div to see like that has to cook him. So
Yeah, try it. Let us know.
yeah.
So yeah, and they said they're not going to fix it until episode 2. So you got about 40 days to have some fun with it, and that's what they said. They said they have a fix.
solos.
He specifically said in the tweet or in the replies afterwards that they could implement a fix right now. They want you to go have fun with it first, which is pretty rare for Bungie.
Meanwhile,
they must realize how boring their game is right now. They want to spruce it up.
Meanwhile, every single one of their replies is, "No, don't nerf. There's no reason to nerf. It only affects PvE. Let people have fun. It's gonna be trash." All the usual whining and bitching that people have when Bungie fixes something.
I'm very surprised they said episode 2 because episode 2 is still more than a month out. So like,
yeah, 41 days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, that's what we think about the mission and the gun. I might have some thoughts next week, but we'll see. There was a second part to that question, but I don't have an answer for it. But I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna give part of an answer. It says also, when can we expect to see Bastion merch on the store? Well, the way that concept works is when you win Clan Wars, they need to give me an idea of what they want, a general concept. I don't create it from scratch. I don't know what your clan motto and concept is in any way, shape, or form.
Skibbity Riz.
So it's man, I'm glad 7 didn't win.
7 didn't win.
Thank
Oh man,
God!
Imagine a Rizzler's role in the Discord. Oh, beautiful. Sorry.
Anyway,
Skibbity.
So yeah, typically once I have a concept or an idea, a couple weeks. Yeah, you guys can win next year, but you see, people will be on to the next stupid fucking thing by next year.
Oh yeah.
If we're all still even playing Destiny at that point.
Maybe we'll be playing Concord. I don't know. Who knows?
I'm more likely going to be playing Marathon.
If it's out.
It's supposed to come out next year.
Speaking of Marathon.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that guy?
No.
I forget his name, but AKA...
Chris Barrett.
Chris Barrett
happens to be the husband of Sarah Daniels.
Who's Sarah Daniels?
She's a fairly well-known streamer. She used to be a big Destiny 2 streamer at one time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so did he use his power at Bungie to get married to her?
No, they were cheating on. They were both cheating on their own spouses at the time that they got together.
He still probably abused his power at Bungie to get her interested.
Possibly. She is subsequently. All right, listen. He's sexually harassing. He was allegedly was sexually harassing like 8 different people at Bungie that I've heard about so far. So
cool story. Yeah, I saw the articles on it. What's he doing? Like, he got fired in like March of this year or something like that.
He was let go in March, and at the time he was heading up. He was the
Marathon.
head for Marathon, the development lead for Marathon.
Yeah.
Did we just not know he was with Bungie until now? Like, is this news new?
No.
He's been with Bungie forever.
No. But I mean, like, is this the first we're hearing of him not being at Bungie? That's what
I think in May. I think it was in May. It came out. Someone else was the
head of Marathon.
We're hearing about why now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I was just curious about. I was wondering because I keep seeing emails tweets and stuff about Marathon is cooked. I was like, didn't we already know this guy wasn't the head of Marathon anymore?
Yeah. Those people have no idea what they're talking about.
People are so stupid. Anyway, what was he? Is he doing something now? Do we know that? I I never
His
dove.
You want me
handle
to
has
call
it.
him? Like, I don't know.
No, well, I mean, he's got a fucking public resume. Probably he's a huge guy in the industry. So I'm
Yeah,
just
but-
wondering if he ended up at another developer, and now that this is all coming out, he's
I
like,
see
oh
what you mean.
shit. I was just curious.
I assume he would have to disclose why he was fired. No,
I don't know how contracts work.
that's a good
Maybe there
point.
was a whatchamacallit, one of them things that means you can't talk to anyone.
NDA.
Yeah, that's the one.
Doesn't currently have anything in particular listed on his Twitter.
Okay. Well, whatever. I hope he gets fucked over. Regardless. Oh man, and somebody was in the chat that were talking about it, and some of the first reaction, I fucking hate when people's first reaction is like, well, are they telling the truth? Shut the fuck up. It's in your clan, by the way. Just want to point that out.
Is who's telling the truth?
The women.
Well,
Are they telling the
I'm
truth?
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Man, I hate that. I hate that so much as a first fucking response. Like in the cases where the women are lying for whatever reason, it's like 1 out of 1,000. Like it's so low, but for some reason that side of the internet, that's the first thing they jump to is like, oh, you don't go to the 999 have been proven to be 100% accurate. That men are dogs. Like it happens so frequently that it's not a surprise anymore, which is sad as fuck. You go to the 1 out of 1,000 concept and be like, oh well, they all want their 15 minutes of fame. I'm sure they were fine with it at the time. Fuck, I hate that, man.
You're only gonna ask that if you haven't really read the situation, because I think 8 different women on its own is like, it's just no, they're obviously not making it up.
Oh,
Or
no,
unless they're colluding.
They'll say that one. Yeah, exactly. They'll say they're colluding, or that one spoke up and everybody else wanted to get on the Riz train, or whatever you call it.
Skippity. The article also says that Bungie did its own investigation and corroborated the claims, which is why like they fired him. So like this, if you're asking that, it's because you generally did not read and understand what you were looking at. So.
Well, 2 things is you should always not victim shame right from the start. And if you have the feeling that you want to victim shame, read the fucking article first, at the very least. Do some research so you don't look like a complete asshole. And maybe there's some wiggle room in there. If there's no information in the article, then okay, you want to be an asshole? I mean, I guess go ahead. But it's not going to be received well, I'm afraid. Like I said, 9.9 times out of 10, that is not the case. It has actually happened because whenever, unfortunate to say it, and I don't care if it pisses people off, but whenever the male species gets fucking power, they use it against females all the time. Almost every one of them. It's crazy.
That is the whole reason of why you get power, Greener. Like,
Damn it, Evo.
But for real, like it's something that it's always happening everywhere, constantly. That's why there was the big Me Too thing in fucking Hollywood, in the corporate world, everywhere. It's constant. Men suck. Just I'm putting it out there, straight up.
Man, Greener, such a woke piece of shit.
I don't
insert
care.
a little DEI into the SGC.
I cannot help it, man. It's just like I just go so far like with that stuff, and I hate that people are just like, it's not all men. We fucking know, but there's so many of them that do it. Even it's insane.
Even if it's not a, let's give men the benefit of the doubt hypothetically right now. No. All right, let's say it's just a few guys. All right, that abuse their power, the power dynamics in these situations. Mm-hmm. It's not only just, that you hear about men all the time, but every time you hear it, it's like this man sexually abused 47 people.
It's so many. It's always so many.
It's like they did it again and again and again and again and again. And you know damn well that at some point in there, HR was like, Listen, I need you to chill out on the whipping your dick out in the office, please, for the love of God.
Just stop putting it on people's shoulders, man. Come on.
Yeah.
They're looking over and they're seeing it. It's traumatizing. It's limp.
I mean, I'm making light of
Anyway,
it, but
but for real-
that is really the thing that always gets me is how prolific these people that do this, that engage in this behavior, tend
And
to
how
be
long it
with
takes to be shut down. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know why? Because it's because of people that are like, well, is she telling the truth? That they're scared to come forward. And that's why it pisses me off so fucking much when somebody says that I just
think
want to
it's-
smack them in their fucking mouth.
It's a combination because sometimes people are like, "Oh, he's just like that, la la, with everyone, la la,"
No,
and like it's been like that for years.
that does not make it okay.
Also, he whips it out whenever you walk into his room all the time. Oh, okay, cool.
It's crazy. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it's the whole victim shaming thing is really like it always it blames them. And don't get me wrong, when I'm not saying that, you know, those cases don't exist where somebody is looking for some whatever they're looking for. I
Do you know
guess.
who you can
But-
blame for that, Greener?
Huh?
Amber Heard.
Oh, yeah, okay. But well, that's a bad situation. They both sucked. They both really sucked in that situation.
Yeah, but she did more, which is
It's true.
she.
But regardless,
she fucked him up. Like he lost everything. Like Pirates, he lost everything with Disney. Like
that's all he had. Oh no, he was doing that fucking Dimbledore bullshit too. Whatever, I don't care. He's rich as fuck. Doesn't matter.
he lost a finger. You know?
That's fine. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just know that they both suck. It's the same thing that happened with what's his Magali there that beat the woman and got kicked out of Marvel.
You know how they should resolve these situations?
But that
I forget his name.
talking about Khan or fucking Kang the
I can't remember
Conqueror.
his real name. Yeah, but Kang, the guy that played Kang. Yeah, she sucked
Jon-
too, but they both sucked.
Jonathan
They both sucked. You got to get yourself out of that situation before you hit anyone. That's just the way it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You know how they should resolve these situations?
What?
1v1 private match Crucible.
Yeah, okay.
I thought we said we were doing 3v3s with Sweet Business from now on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you could do
Anyway, TLDR, the guy got fired from Bungie for sexually assaulting women because he was in a position of power and men suck. There. That's what we were talking about. We kind of got off topic.
Listen, I put us all on a segue. Just lean forward on the segue and let's move it along.
Wait, what was the
Hit it
segue?
again. Hit it again. Take two. Go. What is it?
You know how we resolve these situations? The people that are involved, they just get into a 1v1 in Destiny PvP. Private matches with rewards.
Yeah.
See, we were still talking about it. Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Crucible private matches, baby.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I didn't get that right away. Okay.
What a segue.
What a segue. Yes, indeed. So they talked about it in a tweet or a message or some shit that Crucible private matches were that give rewards for people that don't want to go in regular Crucible mode, and everybody, a bunch of people lost their shit. They were like, "You just ruined Crucible. Nobody's going to be in it anymore."
PvP streamers especially lost their shit.
They're like, nobody's going to be in there. Wait times are going to be too long. It's like, dude, you're not playing Concord. You're playing Destiny. There's still plenty of people in Crucible. Secondly, and I already knew this because do you know where I got all my silver from? Or not silver, but my silver leaves for Solstice?
From
Crucible matches.
From AFK and Crucible matches, I'm guessing.
I didn't AFK shit.
You just go zone control and...
I did zone control, and I ran over all 3 zones.
I did the same thing.
25 points. It was over in less than 2 minutes, and I got... I don't AFK anything anymore. It's illegal, Rex.
It's me.
Anyway,
it's only illegal if you use some kind of software to do it. If you can manage to concoct some kind of Rube Goldberg machine to run your game for you, it's still going to be fine.
Yeah.
Now, the real question is, are these counting for community points?
No.
And should they?
Well,
There's
if
no
there
way to
was
track
somebody
them.
else,
They're
if there
not
was
in the
somebody
API.
else, they're not in the API.
No.
Thank God.
Hoppy says anything with an ending screen is in the API. Are you sure?
Hoppy checked this one, and he says they're not in the API.
Okay, I think he's lying, so we tell people that. You should try it, because you can literally go and do a bunch of matches right now, and then go and check your community player of the week points. See if they go up.
What you're going to find is nothing will have changed.
Nothing what?
Nothing will have changed.
Well, if you're going solo, right? You would
Well,
have
if
to
you
go
go
in with
solo,
a
it's
couple
never
of
going to
people.
change, because you need people. But yeah. I don't know. Check it before, do one match, check it again. Rex says it doesn't work, but if it does work, you're
That's
free to do
because
whatever.
this came up. This questions about this came up in Celestial's chat when we discovered the rewards situation, and Hoppy went and looked. He went and checked and determined that it was not tracking.
Why? Because you all wanted the fucking cheat for Clan Wars?
No.
That
wanted to
sounds
see if it was
sus to
tracking or not.
me.
Bullshit.
My little sus alarm is tingling.
My sus alarm is tingling.
Uh,
Anyway, all right. Rex says it's not there. I say you go test it anyway.
And if it was working, it wouldn't have been cheating anyway. We would have just known something and not shared it with anybody else and abused the fuck out of it.
That's
Easy
cheating.
peasy. It's not
That's
cheating.
I say what's cheating in my community's events.
You're
and that's
not
cheating.
you're not the czar. You're not the event czar. That's me. I say
I
it's cheating.
am the everything czar.
I don't
can
give
do whatever
a shit.
I want.
No, you can't.
I could disqualify Celestials right now.
You could.
2nd place.
let's go, baby. Let's go.
No, it's wrong. He's
Yes.
wrong. He can't do that.
I'm gonna make a fucking Discord role that says otherwise.
All right, go ahead. Doesn't
What
mean
do
it's
you do?
legitimate.
Everything's legitimate that I do. I'm
Okay,
amazing.
Neuro.
All right. Whatever. No, you're being Neuro.
Staying out of this one. You boys have fun.
All right. Let's get past that one. Well, not totally. Yeah, people are still. People are pissed about this. It's so fucking stupid. Let people get rewards in Crucible, Matt. Custom Crucible. People have been talking about that forever. Just because Crucible sucks right now and doesn't have enough players doesn't mean you should. All the people that wanted this for like a long time shouldn't get it.
It's been going on since Final Shape dropped, and it does not appear that it's had any appreciable effect on the population. It's not any less or any more than it was otherwise.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. If you're a Crucible streamer, you should be in comp and you should be in trials anyway. And those people don't give a fuck about these custom games. They're in comp and trials all the time. So who cares? Anyway. All right. There is something that we didn't even talk about. Act 3 launched.
Well, it's a mission. It's the exotic.
We talked about the
so.
mission. Not everybody knows that mission was coming with Act 3. But Act 3 launched on Tuesday. Not everybody is involved in the world as we are. You know how many people ask me, like... I don't know. I was going to think of a stupid question, but I couldn't think of one. Anyway. Yeah, Act 3 launched on Tuesday. So just FYI, there's new story missions. Encore came with Act 3, obviously. And now you can get up to level 200 in your battle pass, if that's what we call it.
You know how long it took me to max out the battle pass?
I don't know. You probably had a bunch of
minutes,
weekly challenges and
redeem the
bounties, didn't you? You don't like having fun.
I logged in. I flew into the tower. In local chat, I said, "Can somebody please join my fire team for a moment while I claim my seasonal challenges?" Some random joined my fire team. I claimed all my seasonal challenges, and I earned 35 bright Ingrams.
Oh, the bright Ingrams were still being given out?
Yes, because I had like 30 seasonal challenges saved up.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I didn't do that because I would get bored. I'm like at 195 already, I think.
It wasn't like I was trying to like hoard seasonal challenges. I just wasn't claiming them. So whatever I happened to earn as I went along, not like I went out of my way to even check the sheet to see how many were close. I have a bunch of them that are almost done, but did I bother to do those before the thing starts? No. Am
Yeah,
I going to
plus the-
bother to do all of them this time? I don't give a shit about the bright dust enough, so no. There will be a bunch of them that aren't undone.
Plus the thing is bugged anyway, so even if you claim all challenges, it'll still have like the little notification thing.
Oh, let me guess.
Right.
That bothers you.
Oh, absolutely.
You seem like one of
Absolutely.
those people.
Yep. Mhm.
Look, listen, I love that I earn earn a new subclass. I earn 3 new subclasses like randomly, like
Yeah.
every 2 days. I think that's
Yeah,
great.
it's great. It's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had to re-unlock my super for Titan, my Void super, because it was not unlocked on my Void subclass. So I had to do that mission again to get it. Yeah.
Oh, I bet this annoys you too. Are you ever maxed out on Glimmer, Biba?
Fuck you.
No, this is a legitimate
No,
thing.
the
Are you
answer is
ever
no.
maxed out on Glitter?
No,
He's too
never.
busy enhancing
Okay.
things or focusing
Mr. Wrecked,
things.
are you
that
ever
really yeah, constantly.
maxed out? Does it annoy you that your claimable Glimmer in your season pass will still
No.
make your season pass blink, even if you can't
No.
claim it because you're full?
I never have that.
No.
Okay, well, just FYI, if you're ever at 500,000 Glimmer and you have Glimmer options in your season pass, it'll do the
I know.
thing until you can claim it.
Yeah.
How do you know? You're never out of Glimmer. I mean, you're always out of Glimmer.
Because I've been maxed out before, it just doesn't last long. Like right now, I think I'm at like 40,000 Glimmer.
And I never drop below 400,000. Ever. And when I do, I go top up at Rahul. Every
You know,
single time.
there's 2 new craftable weapons that I recently just unlocked, so I went and I crafted them. What else was there? I'm doing artifice gear farm. What else? Just crafting stuff, man. Masterworking and all that. It takes
How much shit
Takes
are you
Glimmer.
crafting?
You think
What?
I don't do all that stuff?
How much
Just
shit
like
are
it
you
all?
crafting?
Yeah.
Are you like crafting every gun?
I craft every gun.
mostly, yeah.
Fuck that.
And,
The
and
new
I craft
ones
a
to try
PvE
it.
version
If
and a
guns
PvP
trash,
version of it.
No, not crafting. If I look at it and I can just say right off the rip, no, trash gun doesn't do anything better than anything I already have, I ain't bothering.
But what if
I
it
do have
becomes
to-
good?
But then some guns I might craft 2 or 3 of, right?
Yeah, same. I have 3 Apex Predators.
I have 2. One for ad clear and one for boss damage. What's your third one for?
I have bipod, explosive light, and bait and switch.
I use a bipod incandescent Apex Predator for ad clear. Like I
Yeah, me
made that
too.
back in the Onslaught days.
That's why I was
And I have an
confused.
explosive light one.
You have bipod explosive light and bipod bait and switch? Is that what you're saying?
No, I have a bipod reconstruction.
Okay.
And then I have a explosive light recon and a bait and switch recon. The recon
Bait and switch
bipod
recon makes
gets
sense.
4 in the mag. That's why I have it. And I just spam
4?
rockets like it's, yeah.
Shit. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. It gets like 14 in reserves and stuff. It's like you could just spam rockets. So that's my ad clear one, kind of. Unless I'm using Lucky Pants. And I just use that one instead of the bait and switch.
I just copied Wrecked. Went bipod incandescent. And it ad clears like a motherfucker. I love it. Anyway, let's keep going. So the point of this was Act 3 is live. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to get story missions, and then we get nothing. They're probably going to add little things here and there for to do the exotic catalyst in Encore. And then I guess it's just nothing.
Waiting around until
We get 9 weeks of stuff now instead of 7,
next
but
episode.
like I'm super I hope episode 2 rocks, but TLDR, they said they are shaking up the seasonal content, and if they think just splitting up a season into 3 acts and doing everything exactly the same, except for adding 5 weekly challenges and 2 additional weeks of storyline, is a huge shakeup. Fuck these guys. Fuck Bungie and fuck everything about them.
You know what's awesome?
What?
If you had 6 GMs done coming into the last act, you can't access the selection node to finish off your Conqueror. You have to do them the natural way, or you have to find somebody who hasn't done them yet and can still access the node. It doesn't have more than whatever's left, so they can access the node for you to get your Conqueror done. You just get fucked if you already did the 6, because at 6, it thinks you're already done with Conqueror, even though you can't guild it at that point. And won't let you select. You have to wait now to get the rest of them.
Okay, so since I haven't done any, I'm good.
No, you will only be able to do
select
6.
And then someone else will have to select
and then it'll turn off. Yes.
I'm sure they'll fix that in the next 40 days, right?
Yeah.
It took like 5 minutes to fix. Just set someone down in the Bungie office and go figure out what this problem is. And he should have that done by noon. Like,
I think this whole thing they've done with Conqueror is just awful. Releasing 3 GMs every act is an awful way to do it. Like, this should not be a thing in the first place.
Just speak up about it. And they're pretty good at listening, I think.
Yeah, you think?
If a lot of I do actually. I think Bungie has really good communication, even when they do stupid shit. If enough people say you done stupid shit, they usually say, okay, we've done stupid shit. Unless they really disagree with our take, because they will sometimes. They'll be like, we're not changing it.
I mean, it feels like they kind of structured the whole act thing around this, or this, because they raised it to 9 GMs, right? So they're like 3 GMs per act. Like, I don't know, like, I just don't. It shouldn't be a thing, man. It shouldn't be a thing, you know.
So in the rotation, the first act's rotation, it was 3. It was 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, all right, that's good to know. Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know because I haven't been doing GM, so I haven't been paying enough attention. All right. Yeah, that's weird. They should just release all 9 of them, and they should release a node on week 1. I don't know why they don't do that.
Just don't lock them to acts. Just do it weekly how you did before.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about swords and Pathfinder changes? Because that's basically all that's left.
You getting bored?
No.
All right, so it's Swordin' time. So they're doing this neat little event. It says, swords are cool. They make you feel like a knight. But here, I'm going to bring this over here so I'm not looking sideways. But put you in third person for more precise jumping during puzzles. Blah, 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 blah. No one cares. All right, so they're going to honor them in a week-long event. They're calling said event hashtag Sword Logic. Starting September 3rd, all swords and heavy ammo slots will regenerate ammo for a whole week. That is until reset time on September 10th. So basically, go have fun. You're going to have effective infinite ammo and seasonal contest strikes, Nightfalls, Gambit, and Relic game modes. Gambit's crazy. Just saying. Anyway, the Relic game mode in Crucible and Legend and Master Lost Sectors. They're going to focus some of the seasonal challenges on sword kills, boom, boom, boom. Help you get to 200 if you're not there yet. In addition to this, they want, let's see here. And while you do some crazy plays with swords, why don't you record yourself doing it so you can share it with us? We want the whole community to embrace a special sword week. When we say crazy, we mean things like defeating flying bosses with a caster frame sword, going full stealth on a certain moth-infested cyst with Heart Shadow. Oh, that's your favorite one, isn't it, Bebo? The moth-infested cyst.
Gone back into it.
All right. Completing a
think I'm mentally
Grandmaster
prepared.
Nightfall with only Lament. Hunting Guardians down in Gambit with an Eager Edge Sword. Just think outside the box for this one because we've seen enough well skating skips for a lifetime. So they don't want any well skating skips. FYI.
Shatter skating it is.
Jesus. To participate, just use hashtag Sword Logic hashtag on the platform of your choice. And they're going to pick the favorites and they're going to give away some emblems. It's going to be a twofer because the prize is double. The photo something here. I'll show it to you on the screen. Actually, oh wow, there it is, chat. Okay, so you can win both of these emblems. The bottom one's actually really cool. I don't give a shit about this top one. I like the bottom one. I think it's neat.
Yeah, I like the bottom one too.
Yeah. Anyway, make some videos, tweet them, hashtag Sword Logic, and you're good to go. That's it. Boom. That's basically it. I think people are gonna have some fun with it. I think it's crazy that they put this shit in Gambit and Crucible, but whatever. Crucible is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
It already
Actually, it's gonna
is.
be
What do you
fun as
mean?
fuck. What are you talking about?
It's only one game mode.
That's lame. They should put it in comp and trials. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Can you imagine infinite sword ammo in trials? It'd be so much fun.
Yeah, you say that now until some 7.0 comes flying in with an Eager Edge sword and fucking dumpsters you after strand diving, putting you up in the air, and then beating your ass to death with his sword. And there's literally nothing you can do about it.
I could do everything you just said. To
No.
him.
No. See, what would happen is you would start all that swinging, and then they would just fucking 3-tap your ass out of the air because they're good at the game. And then the next week, the next podcast, you'd be bitching about how you can't do the shit that you see them doing to you constantly.
I never bitch about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely not in dungeons.
I'm perfect. That shit was stupid. Fuck off. Okay, so there was something else here on the TWID that was about the Budgie bounty, but it's over.
That
now.
was yesterday.
It was
Yes.
the other day. Yeah. All right. The Maui wildfire. So they put this. If you didn't remember last year, everybody in chat and you guys, there was a huge wildfire in Hawaii, and at the time, the Budgie Foundation released the shirt and the emblem. And they're putting out the numbers today, and it says they raised more than $412,000 through the release of the specially designed Malama Maui T-shirt and the Kuluki Kaku emblem, cacao emblem, cacao.
That's how you say that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's close
Mhm.
enough.
Mhm.
So 412,000. It's pretty good. And it says all funds went directly to our partner Direct Leaf, which over the past year helped provide 26 tons of medical aid and over $3 million in financial support to local organizations.
Not enough. Do more.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
There's no point in measuring how much we give. Anything
I
is
disagree.
enough. Yeah, well.
I think the more you give, the
You
better.
should play more Beyond Light.
Beyond Light.
That's it wasn't verbatim, but it's a ghost quote. He's talking to Elsie. He says there's no use quantifying the help you give in an amount. Anything is enough.
I skip all the.
I thought you played Destiny. Jesus
I do,
Christ.
but my favorite one is the. I can't even begin to explain why I don't have time to explain her. Whatever. I don't have time to explain why I don't. I don't know. One of those.
That
It's
you don't
confusing.
listen to the audio when you're going into a strike because it's literally
Usually
the
not.
beginning of a strike audio.
I have
the glassware,
the voice acting thing turned off
Okay.
because I was
I can't judge you. I have the music turned off. So
Yeah. Well, music gives you cues
for what?
for encounters and stuff.
I
So
can play the game without them because I'm good at
okay.
it. I'm just
All
kidding.
right.
Anyway, great job, Bungie Foundation. Amazing stuff. They created acquire of one of the little wall mount things like they do.
A
for
tiny
all the-
little overpriced collectible.
Yeah.
Man,
So if you
I
really
sure
want
bag
that
on
one-
Bungie a lot.
yeah,
Why do
you.
I play
Oh
this game?
man, you
I'm
fucking
always
hate
so
Bungie.
fucking negative about
Yeah.
Bungie. What's wrong
It's
with
like
me?
the whole internet. The only reason I think you're not even more negative is because you're here with me.
Yeah,
If
AGreener.
Wrecked had his own podcast where he just complained about Bungie, fuck, he could do an episode every single day. An hour.
Today
long,
I woke
probably.
up.
I
Tried
stubbed my
logging into the
toe,
servers.
and it was Pete Parsons' fault. I hate that guy. He sucks butt. All right, let's talk about Pathfinder. Okay, so what I saw, I don't even need to look at this. They are separating all the ritual playsets into their own Pathfinders. I saw people complaining about this. I highly disagree. I think it's perfect that if I just want to play fucking Vanguard shit and I want to do my Pathfinder, that I don't have to go into Crucible or Gambit to get it done. And if I want to play Gambit, God forbid, which is weird, and I just want to do the Gambit one, then all I have to do is play Gambit. And I don't have to ruin my streak, so I finish my Pathfinder bullshit. And same with Crucible.
I wish they had just done a better job with the original Pathfinder. Like, I didn't have an issue with the Pathfinder as they originally presented it. The only thing that didn't make sense is the way it could have you ruin your streaks. Like, that didn't make any sense. But I thought it was fine. If they could just have made those goals, the tasks you had to do, a little bit more neutral and a little bit more like make sense. Having to do things like kill things that are arc blinded, like, who wants to go through the effort of doing that? It just, it was.
That's
Yeah.
why you
kinda
just skip
dumb.
that one and go do a different one.
Yeah, but then if you did that, you might have to do one that connects, and then it would be something outside of the playlist or something you don't play, and that's when it's annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
none of them will be outside of the playlist anymore. They're all inside the playlist.
Correct. Yeah, which is probably for the best. I think I agree with Wrecked, but I think it would sometimes inevitably lead to having to play stuff you didn't want to play. So I guess that's the big thing.
Play the way you didn't want to play. That's the only thing I could think of.
Well, if you're only a PvE person and then one of the nodes that you have left, or the last two nodes you have left are both Crucible, or the ones that connect to those last ones are Crucible or Gambit,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because that's what they're doing. That's what the change is going to be.
correct.
That's what we're talking
yeah,
about.
No,
I know the
Okay.
current one sucks butt.
That's
clear as day. Yes, this is a good change.
Yes, I know it is a good change. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm confused because I said that, and then you were like, "Oh, it sucks that you have to go and do something else."
I'm
like,
saying
what
that
do you
I don't have a problem with the current one. It's just when those specific scenarios happen is when
It
it's
happens
annoying.
every time, though.
Yeah.
You can't get through a Pathfinder without doing something else and fucking up your streak. It's so dumb.
Sometimes you get lucky. Very few times, I guess.
It is very few times. It's dumb as fuck. I like this one, even if the things are stupid.
Can I just ask something?
No.
How different is this new system to bounties? What is,
Oh, it's not.
you know, exactly.
But I
Why
don't
you
have to
just
keep
fucking
going
keep
back and getting
bounties?
bounties now, which is great.
You just get them from your phone.
I never did that. I hated it. It never worked.
I don't know why they don't just let us grab from orbit like the fucking solstice thing. I thought that thing was revolutionary.
Yeah, except for you didn't know about it, dumbass.
Yeah, but when I found out about it, I was like, why the fuck don't we have this for everything else?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
No, I agree. But I mean, this is no different either. It wouldn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just, you know, we could have
So
just
it doesn't
kept
matter
bounties and
if it's
called it a
this
day.
or bounties.
Yeah. That's,
Now I like that I can repeat these, and they're more. These are more. What's the word I'm looking for? Varied
Targeted.
than the additional bounties, the ones that the repeatable ones, and these don't cost any labor or glimmer to get. People are bitching about glimmer constantly.
It costs
Obviously,
Glimmer
you
to
could have
reset
just
it.
once. You know how much glimmer does it cost to reset?
Like 30,000.
Okay. But you can do how many things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 bounties.
You're not going to do all of them in
You
a node.
can, though, if you wanted to, and you didn't want to reset for 30,000. So you have the opportunity to. And then repeatable bounties were 3,000 each. So 19 times 3,000. Which one's cheaper?
Why would you just buy 19 repeatable bounties? They don't even give you that much XP.
Okay, but that's why I said I like having this repeatable, so I can do it over and over again if I wanted to in a day. And I don't have to keep going back
Okay.
and buying repeatable bounties that are
The-
very.
The
they're
in
the
a
same
day is
thing
what saved
over
your
and over.
argument. I'll give you it. I'll give you it. You got it. You're correct. You are correct. Yes.
Yeah, I understand that. You get your daily bounties back every day, but there's only 5 of them, right? This
Yeah.
feels like I can repeat my daily bounties, which are better bounties than the repeatable bounties ever were. So repeatable
Yes.
bounties are all just like kill 8 people with a fucking
And you get them once a day.
void thing.
So once you're done, you're done. Yeah, you're correct. I give you the. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good story.
Good argument. Yeah.
I like that they're splitting it up. Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible. Hopefully that the activities don't suck like a ton, but they probably will. They might. Who knows? But I saw people complain about this.
People just don't like Pathfinder.
Yeah, okay, I get that, but okay, were they all complaining and say just bring back bounties? Or
guess.
were people
Most
complaining
people
that
who
they're
complain-
changing it from what it currently is, which is
No.
a stupid system?
Most people complain that they would just prefer to have bounties back. It doesn't,
I
you know.
I guess I don't understand that, because if you look
Me
at it
neither.
this way, now it's just bounties on a different screen. Like, It's no different now, because you're gonna get, like, if you just go to your
I think people
Vanguard
are complaining just
Pathfinder,
to complain.
there's 19 Vanguard bounties there now. Congratulations, you've got your bounties back. It's just in a pyramid. Like, who gives a shit?
I guess those people are the same ones asking for Destiny 2 vanilla. You know, like just complain to complain.
I want year 1 stuff back. Let's go, baby.
Double primary, let's go.
I don't want that back.
Well,
But I want Leviathan back. I want Red War back. I want the Curse of Osiris strike back. That Zol strike was awesome. Nothing on Warmind was good. I mean, I'd take the strike back as a GM. That'd be fucking sick. But you imagine doing Zol as a GM? That'd be awesome.
I never did that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if it would be fun or good or not, but I've never got to do it, so it would be cool. It's the only, I don't know. There was something about it. It was one of the only strikes where the boss actually felt like a boss fight. To me. For a long time. So I think that'd be fun as a. But the strike was also the last mission of the campaign, so
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
kind of made sense that it felt like a boss fight because it was a boss fight. You were fighting Zol,
There it is.
the dude's voice that's in Black Whisper. If you ever noticed,
In Black Whisper.
yeah, the Black Spindle camp or the Black Whisper mission,
In the Whisper mission.
whatever. It was called Black Spindle in D1 or some shit, and it gets me confused. Anyway, yeah, that big deep voice that's talking to you as you're jumping on the spheres across the thing with the knight up yonder and in different places. It's
Up
like,
yonder.
yeah, that's Zol. That's the boss from Curse of Osiris.
Crazy.
Because that's when that mission launched.
Really?
During Curse of Osiris.
Interesting.
See, yeah,
Black Hammer, Black
Black
Spindle,
Spindle.
Whisper of the Worm.
I'm not crazy.
I know.
Black came from somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't just
Black
make
Hammer.
it up. Okay, so what else we got on this list of things that we're going to talk about? Nothing. So all right. So I'm happy, but I'm also angry. Listen, I'll tell you why. Right now.
Oh no.
No, there's a link in the final paragraph of the TWID. And it leads, in fact, to an animal, but said kitten is floating around inside of Vex milk. And I don't know why I hate it so much, but I hate it a lot. Why is it in Vex milk?
That's gross. And animal
Mhm.
abuse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Especially considering it's electrified.
That's why it's animal abuse.
That and it's drowning. Nobody picks it up the whole time you watch it.
Yeah, that's the only reason it's animal abuse. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Wait, why else would it be animal abuse?
no reason. Don't worry about it.
We can move on.
All right. Anyway, so at least there's an animal in the TWID. It's just unfortunate it's being electrified and drowned at the same time.
You know that's not real though, right? I just want to make sure we move on from this and everyone acknowledges that the Vex milk is not real.
Well, prove it.
He is like submerged in water, like he's floating in water and stuff, but not actually Vex milk and getting electrocuted. Yes?
What? I wasn't listening.
What? Yeah.
I was looking at the cat.
Don't worry about it.
It's a real tweet. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do we have left?
Nothing in the Twitter. I actually closed it. Was there anything else we were supposed to talk about?
Nope.
You said something about Destiny controversy. Is that something we already covered?
Yes, we
I
talked
didn't know
about
which
Chris
one it
Barrett.
was. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
I was just making sure. I didn't know. Does Wrecked have a rant? I mean, if he probably's
No.
got a few locked in, ready to go.
No, I have no
He's not-
rants today.
He's not feeling well.
I'm not
All right.
feeling very well.
All right. Well, we'll close out if there's anything we want to talk about. I'm going to mention the new bounty system that we have in the Discord. I'd really like people to start using it. It's all surrounded around loyalty points. There will be some cash rewards for certain activities. That will be a first come, first serve. Keep an eye out for those. Maybe turn the notifications on for that category. Totally up to you. Doesn't matter to me. But right now we've got about or I don't fucking know, 10 of them in there, 10 different activities that you guys are probably doing in game anyway. Go in there, earn some bounty or SGC bounties, we're calling them. Earn some loyalty points for free for activities you're already doing. Maybe do a couple more extra ones just because you're getting some bonus stuff. I don't know why he's saying silver in the chat. I've already announced the winners, if that's what you're talking about. Anyway, so yeah, go check them out. There's a Dungeon Delver one. That's one for completing dungeons. That's fucking easy. Silver as a reward for the bounties. Okay. I'll have to answer this stuff after the podcast. Sorry, just hold on. I don't care if it breaks TOS. Fuck Bungie. Dungeon Delver just completing it with SGC members. There's other things like Dungeon Leader, which is use the activity queue to make a dungeon. Some of the stuff's really simple, and you just get bonus loyalty for it if you take some screenshots. Other things are a little bit more, like the weekly raid challenge is to do a raid with just your sub clan, full raid. Some people are already doing that stuff for clan nights type things. Just bonus rewards that you're able to use now. Make sure that other people are utilizing this. And if they're like, why do I want loyalty points? I don't know what they are. Explain what loyalty points are to them. Help the community be stronger and better. There's a bunch in there. So go check it out. Active community events. There's a forum called SGC Bounties. Go in there. Check them out. If you're doing any of that stuff, earn extra loyalty points. Buy some tickets for some of the giveaways. Buy some of the Steam games. And that reminds me, tomorrow, Catastrophe Stream, we're doing the giveaway for the Cade Bust. So this is your last opportunity to buy tickets for that. So if you need 1,000,000 points, I know a quick way to get it. Tier 3 subscription. If you don't care enough, then that's fine. You get 30% off if you do it for 6 months straight. And but we're doing that tomorrow. Also, if you come to the Catastrophe Stream, we have bonus loyalty for a bunch of other stuff. So check that out. Bonus. It's that stream is how you get the most loyalty out of any stream we do in a month. Like for watching, we do times 10 the amount of loyalty. It's the same for any support. Everything's times 10. It's like 1 billion. Except for tier 3 subs, I'm not giving you 10 million loyalty points for tier 3 subs. I don't care what anyone says. That's too many. All right. We would kill everything. That's all I have for Shrouded news, I think. Yeah.
I got
Anyone else got anything?
Join us for clan night if you would like.
Shrouded 7's having a clan night tonight. Bebo has invited everybody. Go check it out. If you can't see the channels, just message him. All right. So that wraps up episode 76 of This Week at Shrouded. Huge thank you to Mister Wrecked and Sussbebo for joining us today. And of course to all of you for listening in. Whether you're catching us live or on YouTube, we appreciate you spending that time with us. Don't forget to tune in next week where we'll be diving into even more Destiny 2 updates, community highlights, and maybe a few surprises along the way. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe. If you're listening on podcast, leave a review and 5 stars. Thanks. And share it with your fellow Guardians. Until next time, hope to see you around in the Discord. Stay awesome, everybody. Peace out. Bye.